Hi there again. Another typical Sunday during quarantine. So I have a small cooking project set up for myself to drive away the boredom. If you're bored as well and don't mind an amateur recipe, follow me and let's make a family-style version of Zhajiangmian. Zhajiangmian is a very traditional Beijing dish. It's hand-drawn noodle mixed with a dark soy-based sauce with chopped or minced pork, then combined with any number of toppings based on your personal taste. The best part about this dish is that there's no one right way to do it. Every family has its own procedure and topping choices. So what I'm making here is a combination of my grandparents' recipe with a bit of my own twist. I'm going to start off by cutting the toppings. My grandparents and I usually don't chop the cucumbers. In those hot summer months, we would be sitting in front of our TV together in the AC room, each holding a whole cucumber on our left hand and chopstick of noodle on the right, and digging our faces in. That was definitely one of my favorite summer memories. Since this is for the gram, I'm just gonna chop them up for aesthetics. Next up, chopping up some napa cabbages. And then slicing up some Black Forest ham. And finally, the topping I most enjoy prepping, the egg pancakes. Making this thinly sliced egg pancake requires a bit of patience. First off, coating the wok with a thin layer of oil. Turn the heat up to medium, and when the pan feels hot enough, pour a small amount of egg inside the wok and quickly swirl it around. Last but not least, our main character for the sauce. I got pre-sliced thick pork belly, so it's easier for me to cut. When bam, now we're done. Now, let's move on to the hotter stuff, shall we? These are the two sauces that I'll be using to make our final sauce. You might have seen fancier recipes that involves more, but these are what my family uses: the sweet bean sauce and the soybean sauce. The amount I use each time depends on how much pork belly I've prepped, but the ratio between the sauces are always 1:1. Then I add in an equal portion of water, then mixes everything up. Next off, turn the heat back on to medium-high and throw in some scallion, ginger, and star anise. Keep on tossing everything together until this amazing aroma comes out. And that's your cue to throw in the pork bellies. When the pork doesn't look too pink anymore, that's when I add in the mixed sauce. I add the sauce in 3 separate batches, just so the meat can absorb the sauce a little bit better and to prevent any sticking on the bottom. We are going to leave the sauce on simmer for around 40 minutes. At this time, add in any additional amount of hot water into the wok until the meat are halfway covered, so that the sauce wouldn't end up being too thick at the end. Now, we just have to turn the heat down to simmer and stir occasionally in between. While we wait, heat up another pot of hot water, and it's time to boil some of our toppings. When the water starts boiling, throw in our bean sprouts. And when the water boils again, bring them out. The same goes for the Napa cabbage. When the sauce is almost ready, it's time to throw in the noodles. Here, I'm using a Shanghai-style thick-cut noodle. Now, here comes the most rewarding part. We're missing something. Yep, the sauce. After 40 minutes of simmer, you should see this beautiful glaze and a thin layer of oil on top. Finally, our bowl of Zhajiangmian is complete. Oops. I'll see you next time.